Hi guys, and welcome to this new video. In this video I will show you my tremolo picking guitar technique, and I will give you some tips and advices that I learned in all those years. Before we start, the song that you listened before was for my first album, Night of Whispering Soul, so if you want to support me, just go on Spotify and listen my music, basically. So the first mistake I see that a lot of people do is playing the tremolo picking technique like this. Doing this. Trying to go faster using their whole arm. And this is wrong for some reason. First of all, because you lost the clearness of your sound, of your picking. Second, because you will not have a long endurance with this because you're using the whole arm. And third is just uncomfortable playing this way. And so that the majority of people who play in this way are people that are not into black metal or extreme metal music, so they are new in this technique and they don't know how to approach it in the best way. Another thing that I saw that most of the people play it with 2 fingers. And actually I don't know how people can play it with 2 fingers because you lost a lot of balance, in my opinion, with 2 fingers. I can try, for example. But first of all, the sound sucks. Second, I don't have the balance to play it correct, and I just feel weird in my hand. Some people play it so well with 2 fingers. I'm not one of those. So this video is for people that actually have some problems with 2 fingers. They wanted to learn better technique, in my opinion. So how I play it: normal people use this technique with 2 fingers, and the problem is that when they play, the problem that the last 3 fingers are just there to annoying the body of the guitar. They are constantly near to the body, and for me it's a problem because you can't pick correctly the strings. And for me, at least, it's a problem because you can't have the right balance and power to play the power chords and the precision. For example, if you do my technique, closing your hand and using 3 fingers, basically, the first 3, and the other fingers are just helping the first 3, and you have this. And when you're going to play, you will see that you will have much more balance and power in your picking. This technique for me is the best because when you go to play your string, first of all, your whole hand is there. You don't have fingers that's just going on around the body. All the hand is here, and you have much more control on your pick and your no strings. And that's my opinion. In the other technique with 2 fingers, you can see that people use also their arm, because you can do that, but like I say, 2 fingers, balance and stability, it's lost. It's much more easier with 3, and the other 2 fingers helping there. So when you're going to play with the whole hand, you can actually play it without moving your arm. It's all about your wrist and your fingers. It's like when you play drums. You can play drums with your wrist and with your arm, but much more faster you go, less you're using your arms, and much more you're using your fingers and your wrist to go faster. It's impossible to go fast on drums like last beat doing this. You have to do this. So basically the whole work, it's about wrist and fingers and not the arms. Of course, when you play normal like fills, you can use your arms, you have to, but more faster you go, less you use your arm. And that's the same with guitars, because when you play riffs like this, you use your all arms, but when you have to go faster, you're using just your wrist and your fingers. How to develop speed in this technique? Basically, first of all, if you just start to play guitar, the first thing you have to do is the normal scale. Just to play the scale on guitar and play it slowly. So like this. and back, of course, in the old guitar. And but if you want, if you also can do just this, put your metronome behind you and just do this: up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And do this, let's say, start with 100 BPM. When you see that you actually can do it so well, you start to increase until you reach, let's say, 300 BPMs. I mean, 300 BPMs is a really problem on drums, but on guitar it's not that hard. Let's try. Tremolo picking like a blast beat on drums, it's not just about technique, but it's also about developing some muscles, because you will see that when you play tremolo picking, no matter what, how good is your technique, after some minutes you will start to feel burning here, and it's totally normal. And what you have to do when you start to burn, just continue to play as soon as you can, and you will see that slowly you will develop some muscle here in your arm that will help you a lot with tremolo picking. It's like the blast beat, you have to use the whole technique you want, but also you have to develop some muscles, because you are constantly playing with your fingers and with heavy sticks, and you will develop some muscles that will help you with this technique. So play with your favorite technique, but also play it when it starts to hurt, and you will see that slowly, day by day, you will go faster, you will have much more endurance, and you will see that you will reach the point that you want to achieve. So guys, this is all for this video. I hope that this video will help you if you were searching for some advices. I know that there's probably better advices out there, but it's hard for me to explain everything in English because it's not my mother language, so I'm doing my best, and that's all. Please consider to subscribe if you aren't, and for the others, like always, see you next one. Cheers!